I would greatly appreciate your thoughts. I'm sure you will find the story very entertaining. At Justice Scalia wrote back personally. Quote, I'm afraid I cannot be of much help with your problem, principally because I cannot imagine that such a question could ever reach the Supreme Court. To begin with, the answer is clear. If there were any constitutional issue resolved by the Civil War, it is that there is no right to secede, hence in the Pledge of Allegiance, one nation, indivisible. Secondly, I find it difficult to envision who the parties to this lawsuit might be. Is the state suing the United States for declaratory judgment? But the United States cannot be sued without its consent, and it has not consented to this sort of suit. I'm sure that poetic license can overcome all that, but you do not need legal advice for that. Good luck with your screenplay. Okay, so well, there you have it. Again, as I stated, this was something that was decided in 1865. Secession, get a life, get a grip, get out of your mom's basement, get a job, and get out of here. All right, we're going to our first break here, and got something special lined up for you. As I've been on the show now for, over 3 years now, I have come to really appreciate the blues. And every show I go through and try to find some new blues material for you folks to listen to so that you too can garner a new appreciation for it. And this was one of my, while some of you who are blues aficionados will know who this is right off the bat, I will tell you that I recently found this artist and really, really, really like his material. So we're featuring today as our featured blues artist, Mr. R.L. Burnside. You folks enjoy. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Well, all right. Well. On drums, Cedric Burnside. Don't you let my baby ride, man. Don't you let my baby ride, man. Don't you let my baby ride, man. Don't you let my baby ride. Baby ride, man, don't you let my baby ride, man, don't you let my baby ride, man, don't you let my baby ride.
You said in the Rose Garden, the day after the attack, it was an act of terror. It was not a spontaneous demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
It is in response to a video, a film. This is in response to a video.
Internet video that we had nothing to do with.
That was spontaneous? Was it a planned attack? Was there a terrorist element to it?
This is a response to a hateful and offensive video.
The video and its influence on the protests that occurred in Cairo and Benghazi. In response to this video, it was the video that caused the unrest in Cairo, that precipitated some of the arrests in Benghazi. It was sparked by the reaction to this video. The video was a precipitating cause to the unrest, specifically in Libya. Might take advantage of a situation that was brought about initially as a response to the video in question.
Natural protests that arose because of the outrage over the video.
You are totally correct that they spent 2 weeks telling us this was about a tape and that there was this riot outside the Benghazi consulate, which there wasn't.
Natural protests that arose because of the outrage over the video.
I was in chronic pain, and my family struggling to make ends meet, food and gas prices going up, even keeping my job was iffy. Then I learned about a new miracle drug made in Washington, D.C., Spenditol. Spenditol is Washington's answer to all the painful problems Americans face. How to borrow $800 billion for a stimulus that didn't create jobs or fix the economy? Spenditol.
Spenditol is not for everyone. Side effects may include a mountain of government debt piled on our kids, a sudden loss of freedoms, higher prices for everything, leaving our kids a lesser America than we had. Ask your doctor or congressman if your conscience is strong enough for Spenditol.
And it's so popular in Washington, we have to import trillions more of it from China. Spenditol makes you feel better now and pushes off the really bad stuff till later, for them to deal with.
Call the White House and Congress. Tell them, stop spending it all.
And welcome back to the Conservative Blues Show here on the Conservative Broadcast Media. I am your host, your conservative cult of personality, and my partner in crime, Mr. Rick Webb, will be along shortly, or so I'm told. I tell you what, why don't we do this real quick? Let's see what we can do. And then we go here, and we do this, and we do this. There we go, and we'll see if we can get him this way. Yep. And there he is, the right-wing renegade himself. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, could be better, could be worse.
It doesn't do you any good to complain because nobody's listening anyway.
Well, we'll make them listen.
Well, the good news is we got you online. And for you folks out there, maybe taking a clue here, we've been trying out some settings and some stops to see if we can take calls. We're supposed to be able to, right, Mr. Webb?
Technically, we're supposed to.
But we've been experiencing some technical difficulties. So this will be our final test run to see what we're going to sound like. So after the show, we'll download this and listen to it. And if we got good sound quality coming through, hey, next show around, we'll be able to take some calls. What do you think?
I think that will be the plan.
All right. Well, I tell you what do you say we jump into it, bub?
Jump.
All right, now this is a piece that reportedly comes to us from the Czech Republic. Now, some of you may have seen this out here. I make no warranties as to its authenticity, but I do agree with its content. So I'm going to read it anyway. So, all right. According to the source here, this is a piece that was translated into English from an article that appeared in the Prague newspaper Prager Zejtugnan. I guess I don't speak Polish or the Czech, so Polish. But just follow along with me here, Mr. Reb. Quote: "The danger to America is not Barack Obama, but a citizenry capable of entrusting a man like him with the presidency. It will be far easier to limit and undo the follies of an Obama presidency than to restore the necessary common sense and good judgment to a depraved electorate willing to have such a man for their president. The problem is much deeper and far more serious than Mr. Obama, who is a mere symptom of what ails America. Blaming the prince of the fools should not blind anyone to the vast confederacy of fools that made him their prince. The republic can survive a Barack Obama, who is, after all, merely a fool. It is less likely to survive a multitude of fools, such as those who made him their president." What do you think?
Pretty spot on there.
I agree. In the last segment before you came on, I went through a couple of things, Rick. Talking about. Actually, I got kind of upset about it. The secessionist movement, and how foolish that is, and how those are just the other side of the coin to these fools.
I don't know what exactly you covered with that, but I do remember that we had that conversation earlier, I guess the end of last week now,
right,
about these guys who are stupid enough, and, we've already agreed that everyone is stupid in their own way. And stupid is forever.
Indeed, sir.
They're stupid enough to go to the White House website with a secession petition and think that just because they did not put their last name in there, that nobody's going to be able to track them down.
Right.
How stupid can you be?
Like you don't have a URL
that they can trace back at. This is the White House we're talking about here. This is not Lowe's Home Improvement. Send them hate mail, and they go, I wonder who that came from. This is the White House. Boom. They got you up there. They know what you had for breakfast today and how many sheets of toilet paper you use to do your business.
Well, this article has some really great points, and I want to continue with this. And this that was the entirety of the article as appears in the Prague newspaper. But this is the commentary by Fred Cordia, who appears on the Patriot Action Network. And I thought this was very pertinent to what we're talking about. And Fred says, "Our founding fathers were concerned with the tyranny of the majority in democracy and attempted to organize a government that would protect the citizens from it. They almost succeeded. We know they failed. This is not easy to fix, but should be the goal of an improved constitution. Tyranny of the majority is the cardinal sin of a democracy and must always be guarded against. Being a conservative today is to know what tyranny of the majority is all about. Helpless would be an understatement. Houston, we have a problem."